If you are arrested for drunk driving in Massachusetts, then there are a number of fees and expenses that you'll most likely have to pay throughout the process. So these are towing, reinstatement of your license, the impaired driver program, and statutorily required assessments. So most people charged with drunk driving will have to pay for at least these four things. So I'll go through each of them and give you sort of an estimate of the expense. Now, if you're stopped and arrested for drunk driving, it is very likely that the police will tow your car. Now, the tow company, what the tow company can bill is regulated here in Massachusetts. So they can bill $132 for a tow that requires no more than 1 hour of service and waiting time, and the tow is within a 5-mile radius. Once you go past that, so if it takes them more than an hour of waiting or service to tow your car, they can bill $51 per 30-minute increments. If labor is required, say the car is in a ditch or they have to do some work to actually tow the car, they can bill $46 an hour. If they go outside of the 5-mile radius of the tow, they can start billing you per mile for each additional mile. So the tow can be pretty expensive. The next thing you'll have to worry about is paying to have your license reinstated. So the police most likely will put you under arrest. They'll bring you to the police station and they will give you the option of taking the breath test. If you take the breath test and you fail, you will most likely lose your license for 30 days. That's for drivers who are 21 years old or older. If you refuse the breath test, you'll lose your license for at least 180 days. Now, at the end of either the 30 days or the 180 days, you'll want to get your license reinstated, and that will cost $500 at least to have it reinstated at the RMV. Now, in some cases, you have to get it reinstated twice because you have this initial suspension of your license that takes place when you're arrested. Then you'll get your license reinstated, and if you do a plea or if you go to trial and you lose, you're going to lose your license again, and you're going to have to get your license reinstated again. So you're looking at $500 to $1,000 in reinstatement fees at the registry. Next, in most cases, whether you do a plea or you go to trial, you lose, you will likely have to do the impaired drivers program. So that program is very expensive. It's $1,342.56 for the program. Now, if you're indigent, you can usually go to probation, or your lawyer can go to probation for you and get an affidavit, and you could fill it out. It's a very detailed affidavit of your income, your expenses, and so forth, and present it to the judge and ask the judge to waive the fee. But if he's unwilling to do it, then you have to pay the $1,300 plus dollars. You will have to pay assessments. Now, the judge can waive many of the assessments, but there's two that he cannot waive, and they are the $250 head injury assessment and the $50 victims of drunk driving assessment. So if you do a plea or you lose a trial, you'll be ordered to pay those assessments. Typically, you're given 6 months to make that payment, but probation for an OUI is typically 1 year. So if you need the full year, the judge will often allow you the full year to make those payments. I've written a blog post on this, and I'll put it in the description below.